that term mesoderm, do not worry about it yet. And dermis contains connective tissue, blood vessels, pigment cells, etc., and fat cells, not the fat cells, and keratinization. I need to talk about that, and subcutaneous layer. Let me go over keratinization. What happens? Keratinization is when that's one of the questions in your questions at the beginning. Do you remember that? You all know what is going on in this class. You've been in this class for 1 week, so you know what is going on. Okay, so the bottom layer right here, the very, very bottom layer of epidermis, the cells underneath here, they undergo mitosis, biology 1. You all know what mitosis is. When one cell becomes 2 cells, right? So they undergo mitosis and they push the cells on top. They push them to the top, right? So when they get to a level on top, the cells die. When the cells die, what is left of them is just protein molecule. That protein molecule is referred to as keratin. You can call your daughter keratin whenever you have one. When the first daughter you call it iris, second daughter you call it keratin. I never heard of keratin. You're right. I never heard of that, but I've seen iris. Okay, so on top, when the cells die, when the cells reach to the top layer, they die, and what is left of them is just protein molecule called keratin. The process that I just explained is called keratinization. Another molecule you should know in here, that most common protein molecule in Mother Nature is collagen. The protein molecule in the dermis is collagen. As you age, it's not your fault, right? As you age, you lose your collagen. So look at me, when collagen is going back immediately, my skin, it goes back immediately. People who are lacking vitamin C, for example, their vitamin, scurvy, you've heard of that disease due to nutrition. Scurvy was the name of the captain of a ship. These guys in the ship were all lack of vitamin C, and they called it scurvy. But anyhow, if there was not enough vitamin C in my diet, this would not go back immediately. Or if I was 105 years old, I'll become 150, but when I become 105, it will go slowly. As you age, you lose the collagen a little bit. Okay, so that's what happens with the people who lack the vitamins. So collagen, again, as I said, look at those slides. This model. Subcutaneous layer has fat cells. We talked about the melanin. It was a quiz today. Is that right? I asked for melanin this morning quiz. It's black, color, brown, whatever you write down. I take dark. If you wrote down dark, I would take it. Because when I was making the key, I wrote down dark. It's melanin, that's what it is. And that's one of the pigments in the skin. And then there are other pigments, carotenoid, which is orange, xanthophore, it is yellow. Those are the pigments in the skin. Iridophore, you do not have it. Animals that change their color, like octopus, like some frogs, they camouflage themselves. They have the pigment called iridophore. And iridophore contains crystals of guanine or other purine. If somebody yell, tell me what are these two terms, guanine and purine, what are they? Anybody from Bio 1? Or should I go back and take Bio 1? No, not amino acids. You're close, but far away.
Nucleic acids.
You have nucleic acid. Well, purine, you remember, purine are the ones that have 2 rings attached to each other. Okay, so those 2 rings, and of course guanine, you remember cytosine and guanine in DNA, they bind together. A little bit of, but anyhow, nucleic acids, pretty much. That's what he said. Nitrogenous bases, nucleic acid. Skeletal system, let's go over it. I have another 15 minutes before Ray takes over. Provides support, exoskeleton. It means animals that have the skeleton outside of them, like arthropods. What is arthropods? Cockroach, ant, crayfish, Lobster, yes. You think about your stomach, that's good. Okay, so, but anyhow, exoskeleton. Endoskeletons, we have it. When we have the bone inside of our body, right, we have endoskeleton. Animals that they have skeleton outside of them, they are exoskeleton. Calcium and phosphorus pretty much makes up our bone. Right here, I will go over this. All of this is made up of, well, the hard portion, the matrix is made up of calcium and phosphorus. Okay, and I'll go over that in a minute. Okay. What else do we have here? Chondrocytes, they're cartilage cells, and you see them in the lab. You're supposed to see them. I showed them to you on Tuesday. Okay, so chondrocytes are cartilage. Hyaline cartilage is a clear, glossy cartilage, and they're all over your body. Different types of bone development. That was a question for the morning lab. For you guys, afternoon lab, I have another set of questions, and I'll go over that. I forgot to make it up, so I have 5-10 minutes. I'll go make it up while Ray's talking to you guys. So endochondral bone formation, they call it ossification. Bone formation is when at the end of the long bones, I didn't bring long bones. Imagine, I'm done making bones. But anyhow, when I was growing, if you have a 10-year-old, 5-year-old, 15-year-old at home, at the end of the long bones, you all know what I'm talking about, there is a band of cartilage, and that cartilage is turning into the bone, so the person is growing taller. Am I making some sense a little bit? That's called bone development, ossification, bone ossification, okay? Then, if you have a less than a year old, maybe year and a half, 5 months, 6 months, between this, in the skulls, between them, they're called sutures. There are plates. They're called intermembranous. They're plates that they become hard. If you have a child less than a year old, do not go to the skulls and push it. Please don't do that. You're going to cause brain damage. Okay? You can do it to me. If you want to do that to somebody, do it to me. Come to me and say, I want to press your brain. Okay? Do that. But don't do it to less than a year old. Because it's called sutures, and those sutures are going under intramembranous ossification. They're becoming hard. They're drinking milk, mother milk, or whatever milk they're drinking, so that becomes hard. And that's different. The process is different than this one. 2 different processes. This is cartilage, the top one, endochondral, becoming bone. This is just a membrane becoming bone. And this happens only in your skull and in your clavicles. Right here. You have to know the name of the bones, all of the bones, which is in your textbook. Okay, so those are the 2 different types of ossification, bone formation. I'm not talking about bone remodeling. We all go through bone remodeling. Maybe some of you, I don't know your age or whatever, maybe you're all done with intramembranous formation, but some of you may be still going on the endochondral bone formation. Okay, I hope I'm making some sense. But I'm done. I know I'm done. I'm done making any bones in my body, new bones. Okay. So here it is. That's what I was talking about. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, they didn't show you the plates. There's one plate here of endochondral cartilage and endochondral cartilage, and these cartilages become bone. Okay, if you look at a bone, I don't know, you've gone to Kentucky Fried Chicken and you buy chicken and you chew on the bone. Have you ever done that and suck the marrow right here? This is the marrow inside, and outside of the bone is hard, compact bone. That's what we call it, hard, compact bone. Have you ever done that? Have you ever chewed on chicken's bone? Sucked it? Yeah, you've done it. Sucked the medulla, okay? The marrow, so that's what is called medullary cavity. Now, I'm going to talk about the compact bone, this part of the bone, that part of the bone. I have nothing, well, later on we say a few things about this one. Your red blood cells are formed here. Your red blood cells and white blood cells are formed in your bone marrow, right? When you have bone marrow transplant, they take your bone marrow and give it to somebody else. This is it. They go here and they do it, right? But I have nothing to say about that. I want to talk to you guys about this compact bone right here, right there. Okay, are you ready? Right here is a compact bone. You have it on the microscope. This is spongy bone, and right here would be your bone marrow, which you suck. Or the bone when you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken and you eat the chicken bone right here. So this one you cannot eat. Dogs can eat that. Canine can. Some of them can eat this. But this is your compact bone, which is right here. Okay, this is your compact bone, and it is made up of several. If you look at these, 1, 2. You guys see what I'm counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Osteon. It's called osteon or Haversian system. It will come up. Just pay attention right here. They mention it osteon, right there. So this is, you guys, this is one osteon, right? This is several osteon. Your bones, the compact part of your bone is made up of several of these, and it goes around. This is, remember, goes around, and inside, right here, is bone marrow. Of course, you have spongy bone. We do not have slide of it. I'm not going to show you anything about that. When I took histology, I had slide of it. But right now, you don't have to worry about it. But the compact bone right here, you have to worry about it. Okay? So what are the components? What is the anatomy of the compact bone? Let's go. Right? Oh, this is a slide you have in the lab. Quickly, if you look here, this canal is called perforating canal, and these canals are called Haversian canal or central canal. This is perforating canal or Volksman canal. All of these are spelled in your lab slide description. So this is called central canal, central canal, central canal, central canal, right in the middle of osteon. In the middle of the osteon or Haversian. Haversian was the name of the scientist who discovered this. Volksman was the name of the scientist who said this. So Volksman canal connects central canal to central canal. Is that right? You guys see that? Yes? No? Maybe? Perhaps? Okay. Then on the microscopic slides we have in the lab, this is central canal, this is central canal, connected together by Volksman canal or perforating canal. Central canal, central canal, central canal, central canal, central canal, central canal. And all of these little dots you see here, all of these little dots are osteocyte. Osteo, it means bone, cyte, it means cell, right? Cyte, you studied the prefix suffixes. And then these osteocytes are connected together by canaliculi. So this is a canaliculi. Imagine this is a spider. The spider legs are canaliculi. The body of the spider is your osteocyte. Okay? Let's magnify it. So we have one osteon right here, or Haversian system. This matches this. Right in the middle, you have blood vessels, nerves. Haversian system is made up of blood vessels and nerve, artery, vein. And then outside the Haversian system, you have the osteocyte, right? All of these are osteocytes, and they're connected together by canaliculi. You guys see the term canaliculi on top? On top. Canaliculi. I don't want to jump. I don't have your height. You come and do my job. I go sit there. No, you're fine. Okay, see, I'm lazy to go grab a ruler. Right here, it's a canaliculi, connects the osteocytes together. Right? Does that make sense? So what happens quickly, let's talk about arterioles, venules, nerves, so on and so forth, concentric lamellae. Okay, one ring is called lamellae. One ring is called lamellae. One ring is called lamellae. And this portion is made up of calcium and phosphorus. It's called the matrix of the bone. So matrix of the bone is the grayish, creamish area in all of these. That's bone matrix, which is made up of calcium and phosphorus. We talked about that a little bit. Okay? So, right here. So you have one osteocyte, and then outside of the osteocyte is the lacuna. I do not expect you to see lacuna in microscopic slides in the lab, but on the chondrocytes, the cartilage cells, you should be able to see lacuna. On the osteocytes here, on the model, maybe yes, the orange is lacuna, and the blue is the osteocyte. Okay, so there is an empty space outside of the bone cells, and that's called lacuna. Okay, and canaliculi connects osteocytes to osteocytes together. So quickly, let's recap what happens, something I expect you to know. What happens, food and nutrient comes through arterioles, right? And oxygen, and then pass through canaliculi to this osteocyte. From that osteocyte, food and nutrient pass into that osteocyte, and so on and so forth. All of the osteocytes get food and nutrients through canaliculi. Canaliculi means little canal. Li at the end of a word in biology means little. So food and nutrient comes in through canaliculi because this is all packed with calcium and phosphorus. They're not simple squamous epithelial tissue that food and nutrient can pass by. So this is the only way that food and nutrient can go from one osteocyte to the next osteocyte to the next osteocyte. And then what happens, all of the waste material also go back from canaliculi to venules and to the rest of the body. And of course, you break a bone, oh, that is painful right here. God forbid, you won't break the bone. Okay? So there is a nerve in your bone. You guys, you should know all of the name of all of these bones, start working on them, but not what is in your anatomy class, what is in here. You have about 220 bones in your body, but here is about 30 of them, close to 30. One other thing that you probably learned in anatomy, axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton are the bones that are in x-axis, and then appendicular bones are bones that are your pectoral bones and your pelvic bone and your skull. They're all are appendicular. Okay, so with that, I'm going to wrap it up and let Ray come in here. Ray, she will tell you all about it. She took zoology, she took a whole bunch of classes, all of the classes here at Delta College, and then